What's up, Yins? Car Dad Bill back with you again this week with a 2021 Genesis GV80 2.5 turbo rear-wheel drive Prestige. That's the new SUV from Genesis. It's the lower engine of the two. Let's go for a ride. All right, here we are outside. Front, just like I always talk about, LED headlights. And look at these LED headlights. These things are gorgeous. There's four projector bulbs inside this housing. These are your daytime running lights and your turn signals. So once you switch from daytime running light to turn signal, they flip from white to yellow. Really nice, really huge front grille. Genesis badge up front that looks like a Bentley. So many people ask me if it's a Bentley. It's not a Bentley. It's a Genesis. But look at that stance. Look at the way it swoops to the back. Almost Infinity-like. Kind of has an Infinity fast back design. Look at this design right here. This line right here is super smooth. It juts out a little bit. That's that nice design. Athletic design. The way the roof line comes back is also fast back. Chrome up front or chrome on the side. These are let me show you a side. It doesn't have bird poop on it. This side, these are actually lights. These are turn signals. So these things light up. Super sick. 20-inch wheels, and that comes with the 2.5 liter turbo 20-inch wheels. Red paint job. And then look at this back end. Look at this tail. I love how flat it is. I love how flat, but yet indented. And there's two big bumps that kind of show that, you know, the water comes down, runs off the back. No bumper. There is no bumper there. Cars are going away from bumpers. I don't know why. Dual exhaust pipes out back. Just really sharp. Let's look inside at the equally nice interior. All right, guys, we're inside. Fire this up so you can see some of the stuff that happens when you turn on the car. Different features, different menus. Now, the cool thing about this interior is, well, you can probably see it just from this view. Look at that screen. Look at this steering wheel with the missing pillar down here. Look at the doors. Look at the doors. Look at the way the materials are layered. You have your wrapped leather everywhere with the stitching. Then you have the aluminum accents. Then you have lighting under here. Look at that lighting under there. And that wraps all the way around here and down there. The door. It just, this is a quality crafted interior. It's quiet. It's got matte finished wood trim everywhere. It's got nice aluminum everywhere. It's got leather everywhere. Up here you kind of have, and then look at these little details here, like on the headlight. Turn signals and whatnot. It's like brushed, it's like beveled aluminum, or it's like, you know, billet aluminum. Then in here, this is a static gauge that stays there. On this side is a digital gauge that changes with the different menus that you can select. So let me get back to that menu, and then you can kind of roll through these menus. And I always leave it on the, and there you go, smart cruise control. That's like your instrument cluster slash tachometer right here. This shows you all the information you need to know, and this is the stuff that doesn't go anywhere. I always leave it on the speed just because it's easier, but as you can see when I was scrolling through here, I'm averaging around 18.8 miles per gallon. Back to this interior though. I love this part of it. This is my favorite part of it, because you always drive like this when you're driving on the highway, you're cruising along, you always have your hand resting on the bottom, at least I do. So it makes it really comfortable. All your buttons and switch work are right here. Really nice, really easy to see. This dashboard just cleans everything up. This is touch. This is touch. So you can swipe through things. And when you're in the home screen, you come down here. Now look at this. This is a turning dial that switches things up there. This is also a push. You push it down, it changes up there. Push, changes. Back button down here, you can swivel over to the XM radio. There's your radio settings. Your volume control is right here. Spins to turn it down. Your tuning is right here. You can tune your different channels right here. Your menu button, your home button, and your back button are right here. This spins. You can spin it. You can toggle it to the right, to the left, up and down, pushing the button. You can push the center to select. Down here is your actual gear selector. So you could spin it over to drive, spin it to neutral, spin it to reverse, press to park. Look at how nice this is. It's all touch. Heated seats, cooled seats, and see how they change color? Look how cool that is. That is sweet. Then you have your heated steering wheel, your AC. These things change as you spin them. It's all right there. Wireless charging right here. Your USB plugs right here. Your drive mode is back here. Your parking assist. And then inside here is your humongous glove box that goes all the way down. Glove box over there. Seats. Really, really slick, clean, excellent interior. Let's go look in the back. Back seats. Child seat fits really nicely in there. This button helps you fold this back down. And you can also move the seats front and back with that lever. Get my notes out of the way. My sweatshirt out of the way. There you are. There's the interior, the back. Static receivers for your seatbelts. And then this has a cool, Joey found this yesterday. This has a cool, like, floating cup holder. It like floats. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe he broke it. Probably not. Let's look in the back. Oh, it's got a Lexicon sound system. Here's the button. So you would think, looking at the back tailgate here, where is the button to open it? Is it down here? No. There's nothing here except the camera. Look at that. Now you have this gigantic rear storage compartment. Absolutely huge. You can flip the seats down from back here. You have power back here. You have speakers back here. You have tons and tons of storage back here. More storage underneath here. Storage on the side. Really nice, really big, holds a lot of stuff. Let's go for it. So real quick before we go on the ride, I wanted you guys to see the flashing lights. The flashing front lights, the flashing side lights. That's like your turn signal lights that you don't have. And then back here, look at the tail light. It wraps from here, it wraps all the way around the back. And it's just sharp, real sharp. All right guys, so before we go on the ride, before I pull out onto the road, I do want to go over a couple of the numbers, a couple of the things about this car, just so you have some feedback on what we're actually looking at here. 21 Genesis GV80 rear wheel drive, 2.5 liter Prestige. It's an inline 4-cylinder turbo, 300 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed automatic. This is the advanced Prestige package. So the MSRP on this is around $49,000, it's $48,900. You add in things like the matte finished wood trim, the heated seats, heated rear seats, the heated steering wheel, the panoramic sunroof. There's 2 sunroofs in here. There's a handful of other things, you know, Lexicon sound system, things like that. The paint job that bumps this up to $58,595. So it goes from $48,900 as a basic package to when you get the advanced package, the Prestige package, jumps up to $58,000, almost $60,000. They say it averages 23 miles per gallon. Like you saw earlier, I'm getting 18.8, 18.9, give or take. I've driven this thing on the highway a fairly good amount, and I've done a lot of urban driving. So I haven't even used a full tank of gas in this car. So it's accurate. Right around 20 miles per gallon is probably where you're gonna fall most of the time with a 2.5 liter of this size vehicle. That's the way it is. Let's go for a ride and talk about the top 5 features I thought about this car. Out on the open road, well, kind of. So top 5 things about this GV80 that I found to be the showstoppers, basically what I would remember about this vehicle once I give it back. First thing is the styling. Okay, this is a all new vehicle for Genesis, and frankly Genesis is a fairly new brand to begin with. So this is their first shot at an SUV, a luxury SUV. Now we all know Hyundai owns Kia, who owns Genesis, and they're all the same company. So there's a lot of SUV, you know, in their blood. There's a lot of innate SUV capability with Hyundai and Genesis as a brand. So to have a vehicle like this is not shocking to me, that they have such a nice vehicle to start out with as the GV80. So that's my first thing, is the styling, the newness, and the luxury. You know, they've hit all the nails on the head. Number 2 on my list is just the fit, finish, and quality of the entire interior, exterior of this vehicle. Now, that kind of ties together with my another one of my points on this list, but it's number 2 because it is such a well done vehicle. It's user friendly. It has everything you need. It's easy to use. It looks fantastic. It feels luxurious. Now, I hop in and out of cars all the time. I have an old Toyota Tundra pickup truck that I've been using a lot for my house renovation right now, and I have an Audi A6 2016. So when I jump around between those vehicles and this vehicle, I can definitely feel a difference. This vehicle is absolutely top quality. It has all the leather finishes that you would normally find in a vehicle of this stature. The way it's put together is excellent. It's executed really well. I can't find any real problems with how this vehicle is built and how it's put together. It's got a really, really, really sharp overall package. Number 3 on the list is the exterior lighting. And I showed you that when we walked around the outside. Those bars that go across the front and back, and on the sides you have the side turn signals. That is absolutely awesome. I find it to be super unique. You don't see it everywhere. When you see this car on the road,
it's a Genesis. You know it's a Genesis. A lot of people think it's a Bentley because of that logo up front, and you know it's kind of a mimicking of a Bentley symbol, but just the exterior lighting is spot on, and it's something that I always look for when I look in these vehicles is what sets it apart. You know, what part of, you know, what can they do differently than other vehicles? And Audi was one of the first car companies to have that lighting like that. So lighting is number 3 on my list. Number 4 on my list is just that it's a highly anticipated vehicle, and now it's here, and it's awesome. I really couldn't be more impressed with how this vehicle is. It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. It looks great, it drives great, it sounds good, it's quiet inside. Now, I will say that the 2.5 liter turbo was something that I was like, they need to have a little bit bigger motor, and they do. They have a 3.5 liter turbo V6 as well. Now, I haven't driven that one just yet. I'm sure I will at some point. But really, 300 horsepower, 311 pound-feet of torque, you don't need a whole lot more than that. I mean, that's absolutely adequate. It goes from point A to point B as quickly as you want. It's very responsive. I mean, I don't find a problem with the 2.5 liter. That's for sure. But that's number 4 on my list. Highly anticipated, and it delivers what you think when it finally shows up here. And the last thing I want to touch on is the motor. And like I said, a lot of people are probably going to balk at this because of the 2.5 liter motor inline 4. But I have to say, after driving it for a week and dealing with it in the rain and in the dry and highway drives and urban drives and suburban drives, all my different driving tests, hill climbs, this thing does not have a problem. And in fact, the 2.5 liter stands out to me as a bonus and as a plus on this side, because it's not a detriment. It doesn't lag. It's not underpowered. It works. And with that being said, I mean, those are my top 5 things. But just quickly, like, driving this vehicle, the steering is butter smooth. The brakes are a little touchy, but they're very, very, very strong. The highway manners and the flat handling, like right now, I'm pushing it through these corners and it just stays flat. It doesn't get crazy. It doesn't get excited. It doesn't, feel like you're going to lose it. It's got a super solid feel, grounded feeling, kind of a heavy feeling, and I like that. When you have a luxury vehicle like this, you want to feel like you're driving a luxury vehicle, and this is definitely that. With that being said, this is Car Dad Bill for this week. Trying to keep these reviews quick and to the point. If you like them, shoot a like to it, subscribe, help me out with that. I'm going to keep these coming. I'm trying to get them out every week. It's getting to be a little bit difficult, but it's Car Dad Bill signing off this week. Real cars, real people, for real life. I appreciate everybody. Talk to you next week.